iterations and the times, you know, waking up in the middle of the night with an idea and going to fix it, and then things like that to step through. So it's great to hear from you, kind of the steps that you took to get to that product.
Right, right. Yeah, early on, it was all everything. The background was completely black, and everything was in white. Each cell was a white cell with black text in it, and that was one of the early things. And I thought, oh, for sure, I'm sticking with this. And then my friend, the same guy that just moved to England, said, no, I think maybe we should, you know, you should go a little bit more plain. You know, keep it a little more. Subtle, I guess. And so when I tried it, it certainly worked. So that was just one of the many different versions it had. So.
Sarah?
Hi, my name is Sarah. I teach one department of photography, and one of the things that really stuck out to me when I was reading previous comments was how gracefully you accepted criticism. And being a teacher of art and photography, one of the things that I grapple with is students having a big fear of criticism, and how can I, as a teacher, encourage them to get over that and make it a comfortable environment so that they can accept it willingly and constructively. So I was just wondering if you had any words of wisdom or advice for us. We're going through a process where we're going to have to accept some criticism along the way in our journey here, and then, you know, for our students, when as teachers, we are giving them feedback.
Well, like I said, something that really made me appreciate Punya's criticism was that it just seemed like he knew exactly where I was coming from. Like I said, everything he said is something I had thought about before. So my only suggestion, and something that I respond to better, if someone's looking at something and instead of just outright criticizing, maybe, you know, asking questions first, if, you know, to try to find out where the student, where the person is coming from first. And then through that, you might decide that this doesn't. Oh, okay, I see exactly where you're coming from now. I just didn't understand before, and so no criticism necessary. You know, or okay, if you are going in that direction based on the questions you've asked, then maybe you should try this, or maybe you should do that. And I think it would put anyone more at ease at first and less defensive, because it just asking questions about something before just, you know, blurting something out shows that you're genuinely interested and that you're not trying to be you know, trying to attack. I guess that you want to be part of the process, you know, just by asking a few questions. Why would you put this here? You know, tell me why. And they say, well, I put that there because of this. Oh, okay, makes sense. You know, and then if you think that doesn't make sense, then you say, well, you know, tell me more. You know, well, don't you think maybe it should go over here? And then I think people would respond to that better than just, you know, maybe you should move that, you know, or whatever. Just asking questions and educating yourself about it. And that goes back to the criticism I'd seen before Punya's. It was people that obviously didn't care to ask, or didn't look at it very closely before they criticized. And so that was another big reason I didn't even respond to them. They just, you know, you can tell they really were just criticizing. Just, it was those initial thoughts popping out of their head, and it really wasn't constructive at all. So.
Hi, my name's Eric. Actually, your design, I love your design. Great design. One of my projects in school actually was to find designs that are unique and would excite students. So they had to bring in a design, and one of my students brought in your design.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was excited. He was a science guy, like a science type. And he goes, Mr. Eric, this is a beautiful design. I love it because it has a periodic table. But he asked me a question about your design. I go, what is it? He said, why is there a letter J on there? And I go, because that's a font. He goes, yeah, but in the periodic table, there's no J. Why do you think he did that? I go, just because he probably wanted to fill out with his favorite fonts, and we looked into it. Now you're explaining top, the fonts that where you got it from. It explains it. But that came from a child's mind who just learned the periodic table, and he had it in his mind and had my assignment, and he linked the two, and he goes, but he liked your design a lot. He was really excited about your design. So,
oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
I had another question about the medium that you were using. You're a digital designer by trade, it seems like, doing website design, layout and stuff. But your final product always in your head was print. You always wanted to print and put on your wall.
Right.
And, would it affect your decision if you knew that it was going to be more of a web-based delivery system in the end compared to putting it on the wall?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. If it was something that I'd thought about just web-based, then it would move. You would be able to have buttons that would rearrange it yourself. I'd keep it. If you don't like the way it looks, then click this button and it'll rearrange it for you. Probably in Flash or something like that. I actually thought about doing that, but considering our upcoming move, everything like that is just kind of on hold right now. Canadian web design company actually emailed me with similar ideas, saying, this would be really cool if you did it, and it made it more of a usable tool, just strictly digital though. And so yeah, definitely, if the original purpose was just for it to be web-based or just on the monitor, then that would have altered it quite a bit. It probably would look similar online, but like I said, there would be a whole lot of fancy usability factors thrown in.
Well, we sincerely appreciate you taking time out to chat with us, especially with all you've got going on.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all.
As you can see, your influence has had, or your design has had influence beyond what you even knew.
Yeah, it was funny. My mother said that a few weeks, it was 2 weeks after I posted it, she said she sent it to a friend of hers, who then in turn sent it to her son, and her son had told her friend, "Oh, I saw that days ago, Mom." It was just that's really sunk in. Started sinking in that, oh my gosh, this is crazy, and now it's just too much to count. So.
Well, thank you so much, and we sincerely appreciate your time. And
well,
it was
thank
nice
you.
to finally chat with you. Punya sends his regards to you.
Oh, I'm sure. Thank you. Oh, did you? I guess at the, I guess I got an email a while back. I guess there it's, I can't even remember where, but University of Michigan, I think the same one, in their art department, they asked if they could print it to put on their wall. And I begged them to get a hold of Punya to let him know that they, this was going to be in their hall, and just to drive them nuts.
Well, if it's
so.
U of M, that's our rival school, so I don't know if they would.
Is it? I don't know if it is or not. I don't remember, but it's. But I did go to Punya's site, and it's it is the same school.
Oh, good.
So,
yeah, I'll find it in the art department when I get back to
the
office.
Yeah, you should, because I just thought that would just eat them alive, All right, well, thank you so much, and I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, please do. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.